Most people think relationship affect their emotions, but they don't realize something deeper. Relationships don't just affect how you feel, they train your brain react. They teach your nervous system what to expect, what to tolerate, and what to prepare for. And sometimes they install instructions that stay long after the relationship ends. Hello, I am Gregorio Sosa, your clinical solution focused hypnotherapy, psychotherapy. And today I want to talk about how the emotion prompt shape inside certain relationship. In a special relationship where one person slowly have to shrink, adapt, doubt themselves to keep peace. No dramatically, no obviously, quietly. So many people come to my therapy and say, I wasn't like this before. I used to be confident, I used to be relaxed, and I used to trust myself. But now I overthinking everything. I feel anxious all the time and I doubt about my own judgment. And they think something is wrong with them or something is wrong with me. But very often, nothing is wrong. It's just something was learned. The brain learns through patterns, not through logic, not through explanation, through repetition. So if you are in a relationship where you feeling are minimized, your reaction are questioned, your memory is doubted, or your boundaries are pushed, you need a refrain as too much. Over time, the brain starts adapting, not consciously, emotionally. It starts learning rules like be careful what you say, don't upset them. Maybe I am wrong. Stay alert, monitoring every. That's a prompt. So let me give you a very common sample. Imagine someone in a relationship where every disagreement turns into you are too sensitive. You are imagining that you never happened. Why you are always like this? At first, they defend themselves. Then they start to doubting themselves. And then they start to checking themselves. Then they start staying quiet. Not because they are weak, because the brain is trying to keep the relationship stable. So it installs a rule. Question yourself first. Years later, that person is single, is safe, stable, and respected, but they still doubt themselves, still overthinking, and still apologize, still hasted. Why? The prompt is still running. Why people don't see it happening? And here is a very difficult part. These patterns rarely look abuse. They look like subtle. They look like charm mixed with criticism, affection mixed with control, attention mixed with unpredictable, love mixed with instability. So the brain stays confused, and confused system learn faster. Because confusion feels unsafe, and when you are unsafe, your brain trying to protect you. How are they trying to protect you? Using prompts. And the instruction that you learn in your life, it may be past relationship, or it can be family, it can be a love relationship, but you learn when you feel unsafe. Because as I say, the brain just trying to protect you. So this instruction is learning through years of experience. And automatic, when your brain feels confused, they automatic bring this instruction without you even realize. So why people leaving? And this is a very good question. Many people think, if I leave, I will be fine. But leaving changes the environment. It doesn't immediately change the instruction or your problem. So people leave and still feel anxious, still people pleasing, still overthinking, still feel on edge. They think, why I am still like this? Because the prompt hasn't been updated yet. So the role of narcissist dynamic. And let me be very clear here. I am not here to diagnose anyone. But there are certain relational patterns that appears again and again. Everything revolves around one person. Your reality is questioned. Your emotions are inconvenient. Your needs are secondary, and your values feel conditional. In this environment, so the brain learns safety dependent on the adaptation. So you adapt until you disappear completely. So later in life, this look like fear of confidence, over-expecting, difficulty trusting, yourself, hyper-awareness of others, feeling responsible for emotional avoiding needs. People think it's personality. It's not. It's programming. So prom get update after relationships every time. And this is the hope part. The brain can update, but not through insight alone. It updates through safe relationships, constant respect, emotional stability, being believed, being valued without any condition, and through therapeutic work that create emotional safety if you need it. When the brain experiences, I can be myself and I am still safe, it starts rewriting everything. So this is why it's very important. If you need, you can have professional help. But if not, when you start a new relationship and you start to see the difference between and compare your old relationship with your new one, and your brain don't need to be feeling safe constantly, you will start to date that prompt, that intrusion, and everything start routine. So why hypnotherapy can help? Hypnotherapy supports this process by helping the nervous system enter in a state where the threat is low, awareness is high, and learning is possible. We don't delete memories, but we update the meaning. So we show the brain that was then, this is now. So healing for relational prompts doesn't feel dramatic. It feels like speaking without rehearsing, trusting your judgment. Say no in calming way. No explain yourself and feeling grounded. Quiet confidence. No performance. So this is a process when you start to feel and when you start to realize the change and the update you start to do in the brain. Because it's easy and you'll be for a long time involved in a relationship that no was good enough and made you feel always something is wrong and keeping you in constant alert. But when you're healing and you are in a good relationship and you feeling safe and you're not constant in alarm mode, your brain start to relax and you can start to think and putting your own priorities and feeling much better. So the let's refrain. So you didn't allow this. You adapted. You survived. And you stay connected. That was intelligent. But now it's time to update. So if you recognize yourself in this, nothing is wrong with you. Your brain learned in relationship, so it heals in relationship as well. With yourself, with safe people, with understanding. In the next episode, I am going to talk about something many people struggle with after healing begins. Who are you when you are no longer driving but all roads? Where you are no longer reacting automatically, when you are no longer trying to stay safe all the time, because rebuilding isn't just about feeling better. It's about learning who you are without survival strategy in this brain prompt method. And this is the how identity is rebuilt after emotional freedom begins. So remember, as you will say, subscribe, thumbs up. And if you're coming to the end of the video, don't forget putting a break in the comments. I will answer all your questions. And remember, how I always say, transform your mind, transform your life. Thank you for watching.